bear in mind that speaking test will give you 25% for your overall marks in your SPM paper. So it is important also, like other skill, reading, listening, and writing. Okay, so here are again the learning objective for today's lesson. Okay, first one is to keep interaction going by paraphrasing and rephrasing and adding your own ideas when discussing on ways to find out about history of your local area. Okay, number 2, you have to be familiar with using comparative and superlative forms. And number 3, you have to understand well what is part 3 for speaking test in your SPM. So in speaking test, you will have 3 parts, part 1, part 2, and part 3. On part 3. Okay, next one. Okay, this is the first activity. I would like you to recall back. Okay, you recall back of your video.
Yeah.
Okay, the first question is about what do you know about the history of your local area? Okay, local area means, okay, this one, your local area. So I would like you to talk about your videos. Melvin,
Yes, teacher.
can you tell me again about your video?
Okay.
What is the place all about? Can you share with your friends?
Okay, the place of my video is the SG house located at Bukit Gasing.
How do you know that place?
I saw on TikTok.
Oh, okay. All right. So you find through internet?
Yes.
Okay. So what else? What is so mysterious about that place?
That place, the owner of the house is a businessman
Okay.
who is not in a good term with his wife. So he have an affair with another girl.
Oh, all right. Does the businessman have a kid? Any children?
No.
No,
No.
only him.
Only him and his wife.
Oh, okay.
So his
So
so
what
his
happened?
wife know already that he has an affair.
Mm-hmm.
So the wife killed his the wife killed the mistress,
Mm-hmm.
and then after the businessman saw his wife killing the mistress, he
Mm-hmm.
suffered an heart attack and died.
So what happened to that house?
To the house, it's been abandoned bungalow.
Oh, so it's become abandoned.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Next slide. Can you see on the next slide? Or is it in the same slide?
Same slide, teacher.
Okay, wait. Why the slide is not moving? Okay. Okay. All right. So before that, this is one of the topic that you will find in your textbook from page 25. Okay. The question is, it's not the question. All right. it is about comparative and superlative. Do you know what is comparative? Does anyone know what is comparative?
Perbandingan.
Yes, perbandingan. So the first one is you use comparative adjective to show change or make comparison. Bila awak nak buat perbandingan, you use comparative word. For example, the first one, the car is certainly better, but it is much more expensive. Number 2, I'm feeling happier now. The word here, happier, means so comparative. They put IER at the back of the word. Okay, same goes with number 2. We need a bigger garden. Alright, next one. You use comparative when you want to compare one thing to another. Maksudnya awak gunakan perkataan comparative ni bila awak nak buatkan satu perbandingan antara satu benda dengan yang lain. Example, she is 2 years older than me. Okay, usually you will use the word, okay, then. Usually in comparative you use the word then. Alright, number 2, New York is much bigger than Boston. Number 3, he is a better player than Ronaldo. And number 4, France is a bigger country than Britain. Okay, you use comparative when you want to compare more than one thing. Okay. Number 2. Okay, when we want to describe how something or someone changes, we can use two comparative with. For example, the balloon got bigger and bigger. You put bigger and bigger. Number 2, everything is getting more and more expensive. Number 3, grandfather is looking older and older. Okay, next one. You use comparative adjective to show that one thing depends on one another. Okay, for example, the faster you drive, the more dangerous it is. Maksudnya, makin awak bawa laju kereta tu, makin bahaya keadaannya. Okay, number 2, the higher they climb, the colder it got. Okay, means that when they climb higher, it got colder. Okay, next one. What about superlative adjective? Okay, superlative adjective means when it shows yang paling. So you use comparative with the word the, sorry, my pen, and then you put I, E, S, T at the back. Sometimes only EST. Alright, but then sometimes also you need the word most, the most handsome man. Okay, example, it was the happiest day of my life. Okay, so perkataan the happiest shows that yang paling happy dalam hidup dia. Number 2, Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Okay, gunung Everest yang paling tinggi di dunia. Alright, number 3, which one is the superlative words? Can anyone guess which one is the word?
The best.
Yes. The best is comparative word. Okay, the word best start with Start with good, better, and best. Okay, next one. Number 4, I have 3 sisters. Jane is the oldest and cannot see this. And Angela is the youngest. So dekat situ perkataan dia is the oldest. Yes, correct. Oldest and youngest. Alright, next one. Alright, next slide will be okay. Please pay attention closely to this video. Wait.
Hi guys, how are you? Nice to see you again. Welcome to English Friday. I'm PWC. Hope to enjoy the class. On today's lesson, we'll be covering comparatives and superlatives. We will learn about what comparatives and superlatives are, how to properly use comparatives and superlatives, and some exceptions. However, before we start, I need you to know something. Every time you compare in English, you must always use than instead of that. For example, she is more beautiful than flowers. Going to the beach is better than going to the mountain. I prefer soda than orange juice. See? Easy peasy. Let's start now. What are comparatives and superlatives? Well, comparatives are adjectives that compare only two things. It's like comparing cartoons and TV series. How to use comparatives? First, don't forget comparatives are used only to compare two things. The clue word for comparatives is more, add an ER, which is an abbreviation of more at the end of the adjective. And if the adjective is too short, just duplicate the last letter. Then you would say something like, I was born first than my brother, so I am older than him. What you cannot say is, I am more old than him. This is not correct. It's like mixing the word more with the adjective. Let's make an example. Guess you're running against a friend, only the two of you. And then you win. So what would you say to your friend? Then you told your friend, I am faster than you, which is correct. What you cannot say is, I am more fast than you. This is not right. Well, moving on. Superlatives are adjectives that compare more than two things. Like comparing three people to see which one is the oldest, the youngest, and the tallest. How to use superlatives? First, don't forget superlatives are used to compare more than two things. The clue word for superlatives is must. Add an EST, which is an abbreviation of must, at the end of the adjective. And if the adjective is too short, duplicate the last letter. Let's make an example. Now, let's suppose you're running against many friends. And then you win. So, what would you say to your friends? Then you tell your friends, I am the fastest runner, which is correct. What you cannot say is, I am the most fast runner. This is not right. Now, we're almost done, so let's see the exceptions. First, if the adjective is too long, more than two syllables, then you cannot use comparatives and superlatives. For example, Spanish grammar is more difficult than English grammar, or she's wearing the most beautiful dress I've ever seen. Second, if the adjective describes an absolute state, like perfect, unique, and uniform, you cannot use comparatives and superlatives. For example, Maggie had the most perfect score at the exam. And there are some irregular adjectives that change with comparatives and superlatives. There are 5 of them, which are good, bad, far, little, and many. And here you have the comparative form and the superlative form. Well guys, my advice for you today is watch English movies with English subtitles. This is really gonna help you out. Thank you guys. See you next Friday.
Okay, all right. Here are a few exercises. Try to find the answer first before I ask anyone from the list to give me the answer for this particular questions. Okay, there are 8 questions. So I give you 3 minutes to think of the answers for it. Okay, can anyone guess the answer for number 1? Anyone? Hanis, what is your answer for number 1?
My sister thinks she's more intelligent than me, but I
Or
don't.
okay, correct. The first one is what? More intelligent than me. Okay, this word then means that dia buat comparison between sister and me. Alright, when it is more than 2 syllables, maksudnya ada perkataan ni lebih daripada 2 syllable, you have to use more intelligent. Alright, number 2. Number 2, Aida, what is your answer?
Baddest.
Ada ke baddest? Okay, you have to bear in mind the
Worst.
original words. Yes, this is the original word. When you want to compare two things, you use W-O-R-S-E. Alah, tak nampak S-E. Okay, but then yang paling teruk, the spelling change to W-O-R-S-T. So, ada 3 dekat situ. Alright, so this one is avatar ni yang paling teruk. So the answer is the what? The worst. So make sure you spell worst is the third one. W-O-R-S-T. The worst. Okay. Number 3. Number 3. Who is here? Atika Umaira.
I don't know lah, teacher.
Try.
What is
Yang paling means that yang paling basah. Bulan in England.
the wet month of the year in England?
Wet tu change tu? What is the Alright, wet means you have to put T-E-S-T. The wettest month of the year in England. Alright, number 4. Number 4, I would like to hear from Atika Ayuni. What is your answer for number 5? Number 4. When you want to compare two books, good you change to?
Better.
Yes, very good. Do you think the Harry Potter films are better
Better
than
than
the books? Alright, if you want to talk about one film, Harry Potter is a good book. Okay, but then when you want to compare Harry Potter with other books, you can choose that Harry Potter is better than the books. Okay, what about kalau nak cakap Harry Potter tu yang paling bagus? Harry Potter book is what? From good you change to better. Yang
Greatest.
paling no, yang paling bagus is best. So good change to better, change to best. So Harry Potter is the best is the best book. So kena ingat daripada good, better, best. Same goes with bad, worst, worst. The spelling is different. Alright, number 5. Powerful. Yang paling powerful in your country. So how you want to change that?
who is the most powerful person in your country.
Yes, the most. Alright, the most powerful person in your country. Okay, whatever it is when you want to say about the best thing about superlative, don't forget to put the word the right in front the adjective. The most powerful person in your country. Okay, number 6. I think Man in Black 2 was then.
The funniest.
Funniest.
It's not then. The comparison between two things only, bukan yang paling. So you have to change to funny, change to funnier. 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 Okay, what about number 7? Is Angelina Jolie?
Older than.
Yes,
Older
correct.
than.
Older than Sandra Bullock's. Alright, number 8, John is,
The nicest.
Nicest.
yes, the nicest person that I know. Okay, alright. Comparative, you have to put the word than, or you have to bear in mind that some of the comparative, you have to use the word more. For example, number 1, more intelligent than me. Okay, wait, siapa lagi ni dekat? I need to accept someone. Sharvina. Alright. Next activity. Okay, this one I take from the textbook. Alright, in speaking tasks, you are often asked to compare several ideas and then choose which you think are most suitable in the situation given. Okay, the reason you learn about superlative or comparative is later on we are going to use all these kind of words, especially when you want to explain about the ideas. When you want to say that that idea is better than another one, so you have to use comparative. Okay, look at the first question. That is quite a good idea, but I think a What is the...
Better. Best.
Better.
Yes. Number 1, the answer is better. Okay, number 1 is better. Okay. Number 2, I don't feel that. What is the answer
As
for number 2?
interesting.
All right, good. As interesting. It's because of they use the word as, so you cannot use the word more interesting. Okay, number 3.
The
The
most.
most.
Yes, very good. The most. Number 4.
It is less.
Yes, is less than. Number 5.
Then
Then.
You like to get result then, correct. And last one, number 6.
Prefer.
prefer.
Yes, very good. Prefer. What is the meaning of the word prefer?
Merujuk.
No, other than that,
Carang.
I would prefer. Dia rasa dia lebih sesuai, dia lebih prefer. Dia berkeinginan to do that thing. Alright, next one. Okay, this is the example of speaking test part 3. Okay, you look at the box on your right hand side. It says that this type of task is asking you to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of all the options before you make your final choice. So don't just decide which 2 options you think are best and talk only about those. You must discuss what you think about each option first and then choose the best one. Okay. All right. In your test, in your speaking test part 3, you are going to get this kind of questions. They will provide you about 4 or 5 options. Okay, so this one, there are 5 options here. You cannot talk about only one option. You have to mention every 5 options here. Then only you decide with your partner which one is the best. Okay, understand? Maksudnya awak kena gunakan all these 5 content points when you want to talk with your partner. Alright. Then at the last stage, you have to come to conclusion which one that you both decide is the best answer. So you look at the language bank there. Okay. These are some of the phrases that you can use when you want to talk with your partner. For example, I think, I don't think that, I feel, I don't feel that, I would say that, I believe or don't believe that. Alright, when you want to express a preference, bila awak nak menyatakan awak punya keinginan or yang mana satu yang awak lebih suka, alright, these are the words that these are those phrases that you can use. For example, personally, I would prefer to, alright, for is more or less likely to, would be more interesting, useful, helpful than, or is not as interesting, useful, helpful as. Alright, so here, I would like to give a try to Melvin.
Teacher, other people teacher. Why only me?
Because you are coming from 4.5. You are the representative with 4.5. Sorry, 5.5. Okay. Wait. I would like to have who else here in this room? Siapa lagi dekat sini? Okay. Alright. Sharvina, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, don't be sad when I call your name. Okay, Sharvina and Fatihah Najwa.
Kenapa?
Okay, all right. So you talk with Sharvina about this topic. How can we find out about local mysteries? All right, two of you need to talk. All right. There are 5 points. Point number 1, Fatihah. Point number 2, Sharvina. 3, Fatihah. 4, Sharvina. 5, Fatihah. Okay,
So I
I
got
give.
3.
You got 3 lah. You got 3 lah.
Start dari depan kanan
Start with up to you. Kanan ke kiri, still all the points belong to you.
I
Okay, if you want to start, Shavina, I give you 2 minutes at least to find any ideas to support your point. How can we find out about local mysteries, just like you did for your videos? So you may include any information that can be in. You can use all the words from the language bank as well.
Teacher, is it me first?
Up to you. I think better start with Fatihah
awal.
Yeah.
because you are the first point.
Allah.
Try. This is only a practice.
So kena
Because
high kan?
boleh je, can. Okay, you can start now.
Teacher bagi contoh macam mana nak start? Saya dah blank tadi.
Okay, hi Shavina. I have. Alright, remember. Okay, you read the question first. Work with a partner. Your teacher has asked you and your partner to research and write a project about a mystery in your area. Here are some ways in which you could investigate and discover information. Alright, firstly, you have to talk to each other about how useful each idea would be. Alright, that is the first task. Second task, after you talk all the 5 points, decide which 2 ideas you would choose. Correct. So maybe you can start. Hi, Shavina. Can we discuss about the ways how we can find out about local mysteries? Do you have any ideas? For example, like that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. If let's say you have your textbook with you, you may refer to page 187 as well. There are a lot of phrases that you can use from there as well.
$87
187.
Kenapa lah?
Macam lah ambil test juga, ad hoc je.
Dia macam tiba-tiba.
Remember when you enter the examination hall, there is no notes in front of you, tak ada pencil diberi, tak ada pen.
Oh, maknanya kalau saya start macam hi bla 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 tu, maknanya Shavina terus
Can?
visit the
Up to you.
local.
Yes. No, it's not visit. It's she
Tanya.
yes.
Dia macam why don't we visit the bla 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 bla.
I think that is the best idea because blah 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 blah. Lepas tu maybe you can say that, I mean you can reply that I prefer to get books out of the local library. I feel, I think, I believe. Okay, start now Fatihah Najwa.
Kenapa teacher
Oh
tak
my
Melvin?
god.
Okay, sekejap.
Uh,
Okay.
Apa
Melvin.
Melvin? Apa Melvin?
Melvin, wait for your turn.
Okay.
Alright,
Bismillah.
start.
Okay. Hi Sharvin. Sekejap, aku dah lupa ayat. Ya Allah. Hai.
okay, bismillah first.
Amboi.
Dah.
Okay.
Okay. Hi Sharvina. Kejap,
Okay.
lost word.
Alright. Wait,
Macam
Shavina.
kena orang
Alright,
lain lah.
Fatihah.
Aku dah
No,
lupa.
Fatihah. Okay, I will do it with you. I will
Okay.
start first, okay?
Allah.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Fatihah.
Hi teacher.
Alright, no teacher. Can we discuss about our school project that our teacher asked us to do it?
Yes, of
Do-
course. Why
Alright.
don't we?
Do you have any idea? No. Do you have any idea how can we find out about local mysteries?
Yes, why don't we go to some local library and get some books out of it? Apa aku cakap ni?
Okay. That sounds good, but I prefer to do my research on the internet because I can get everything from the internet. Do you agree?
Yes, because it will be more convenient than searching some books at library.
Other than that, do you think we can find other ways to find out about local mysteries?
Why don't we ask some elderly people for story from their past?
Okay, I think that is one of the option as well. But I believe that we can also visit the local museum to find more about local mysteries. They might keep something in the museum, so we can get any information from there as well. One more.
Yes, it is. Hassan, yes. I kind of agree with you. It was a great idea.
But we have one more idea there.
Speak to local.
Do you think speak to local police officers is one of the best ideas as well?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because tak terkeluar lah ayat. Tak boleh stop situ je lah.
Okay, all right. That is an example how you are going to discuss with your friends, with your partners later for your part 3 in your speaking test SPM, paper 3. But after you discuss everything, you have to come to a conclusion. You have to make your own decision with your partner. Which one is the two best option? All right. So at the end of the discussion, maybe you can say that I think the best options are blah 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 blah, and your friends, yeah, I agree with you. That is how you are going to do your speaking activity for part 3. All right, next one. Okay, this is actually the layout, part 3. Okay, part 3 is about 4 minutes You have to talk with your friend for about 4 minutes. Okay, so the interlocutor here means your teacher. Your subject teacher will be in front of you. Candidates mean you and your partner. All right. So you have about 2 minutes actually to talk about all the points. 2 minutes here, and you have about 1 minute to decide which idea would be the best. Okay, next task. Melvin, this is your
Yes,
time.
teacher. Well, hi,
Who's your
teacher.
partner? Choose from your friends there.
Of course, Tanuja.
Is not is Tanuja around?
Yes.
Okay, Tanuja. Tanuja, where are you? Don't run away. Melvin, where is she?
Mm. Just now only I message her.
Okay, you have time to message her. Tanuja, are you there, Tanuja? Tanuja, Tanuja. Did she reply your message, Melvin?
Just now she reply.
What did she say? Don't be nervous, Melvin.
Oh, she's replying message.
She's replying now.
Mm.
What did she say?
Wait, ah. Okay. She says she'll open the mic.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Switch on the mic, Tanuja. Or you want me to switch on the mic for Tanuja? Tanuja. Missing in action, Melvin. Which mic that she opened?
wait. Tanuja, where are you?
Tanuja, please help Melvin. Or you may choose from the list, Melvin.
From
Whether you
list.
want. We have Aida Shahira, we have Atika Ayuni, we have Elsha.
Okay, Elsha.
Elsha, please switch on your mic.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Melvin. Okay. All right. Look at the question right in front of you. Why would these ideas attract more tourists to the town? First one. See, first one. Building a large nightclub. Number 2, putting up security cameras. Number 3, having more shops. Number 4, providing parks. Number 5, building holiday flat. So you have to discuss about these and then come to one conclusion, you and Alicia, which one is the reason why this place attract more tourists to the town.
Okay. How I should start?
Hi, Alicia. Can we discuss about what would the best idea to attract more tourists to the town?
Okay. Number 1, Elsha.
No. You don't choose any point. You just straight away talk about which point that you want at random.
Okay. Elsha mana?
She's there. You just speak. She's waiting for you.
Hi, Elsha. Reply
Hi,
lah.
Melvin.
Wait lah.
Hi. Can we discuss about why can we
What?
discuss about ideas that attract more tourists to the town?
Yes.
So the first is my idea, which is putting up security cameras. It
Why?
can uh, it can tighten the security and something like that. We can secure our tourists.
Yes.
Okay. How about you, Elsha?
I disagree with your ideas, uh, but we can having more shop because tourists can buy some our local uh, kitchen, something like that.
Okay.
It seems like to be agreed, but if we providing more parkings, it will be the easier because that is the one of the most facilities we have to provide. Elsa, mana? Where are you?
That's also a good idea, um,
I
building,
prefer, but I
but
prefer.
but I prefer building a large nightclub because
Wow.
Because you can dance, right?
because tourists can uh, having a night party at the nightclub. They
Okay.
can enjoy.
All right. Okay. So now come to one conclusion. Which one is the best one?
So I would choose providing parks because we should what will come out with the facilities. So parking is one of the most facilities everyone looking for.
Aisha, you have to support Melvin.
Kena pilih ke teacher?
No, you have
Pilih
to
satu.
agree with Melvin ideas.
Okay. Yes, I agree with your ideas uh, without parking, uh, where can they
There's no
have
car.
to put where can they have put their cars and motors?
All
Ah,
right. Okay. Thank you, both of you. All right. That is how you are going to sit for your speaking test. It seems that everybody is so nervous, even though you don't face each other yet. So that will happen also while you are having the test in front the assessor, di hadapan orang lain. You might feel the same feeling as well. Okay, all right. Can you see the next slide?
yes.
Okay, all right. I just want to brief you a bit about this speaking test. This is for your paper 3. All right. There are 3 parts. There will be interlocutor and assessor. Interlocutor means your English subject teacher. Assessor means from other, what we call that? From other school. So they will come to our school and assess you. So part 1 is 2 questions on personal info. This is only an ice breaking between you and the interlocutor, your English teacher. And then part 2, longer terms. Okay, you have to respond to rubric individually. Rubric means they will give you some information, you have to respond to it. And later you have to answer a question, each based on friends' responses or topic. Part 3. Part 3 is this one. The one that we did today is part 3, discussion. Paired discussion between 3 to 4 minutes. And then extended discussion task means you have to come to a decision out of the 5 options given, which one that you agree both with your partner. Okay, this is how your sitting, the layout for your examination room All right, interlocutor will be in the middle, right in front of you. Candidate A, candidate B, you and your friend. And the assessor will be next to the table. So it means that you have to speak louder so you could be heard from, I mean, your assessor could hear you well. Okay, so next slide is, okay, you are going to be assessed based on this. Assessor cikgu yang datang daripada sekolah lain tu, they are having 18 marks with her. Maksudnya 18 markah ni daripada dia. Your English teacher only hold 6 marks. So you have to impress more to the assessors in terms of grammar, vocab, and communicative competence. Communicative competence means you are answering the task straight away. Vocabulary means you choose the right word in that particular situation. And grammar, especially your subject-verb agreement. Okay, I think that's all for today's lesson. Okay, later on, I will give you the link. Okay, can you see on your screen the link?
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
will share the link here. You have to answer the question from the link before 12 o'clock. This is part of your attendance as well. Okay. Any
Okay.
other questions? No written exercise today except to do the exercise from Google Form later. Any other questions?
No.
Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I would like to wait. Let me download first your attendance. Download attendance list. Okay, done. All right, I'll see you again this Thursday with writing. This Thursday is about writing. If you have time, please go through your textbook and get ready with the topic. Then we will discuss further during the class. All
Okay.
right. See you again this Thursday. I will straight away paste the link later in your WhatsApp and Telegram group. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
teacher.
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher. Thank you, teacher. Yes.